Alright, today we're installing the RAD Sportz Kayak Hoist. Basically 2 pulleys and a couple straps and hooks that are going to help you pull your canoe or kayak up on the roof, and it'll help you get it out of the way, you know, so that you can get your cars in the garage or other things like that. A old town camper. It's a really large canoe. It's 16 feet long. It's 36 inches wide. So I need a pretty big spot. Only a few places. Those 2 hooks up there are where I hang my mountain bike and my road bike. And so right behind the bikes is where I'm going to lift the canoes. So let's open this up. So inside you get some simple instructions, nothing too interesting, and you can see how these pulleys are going to kind of work together and hook to these straps. And you get a place to tie it off onto your wall. I read through these earlier and I think I know what we're doing here. These are the straps that'll hook up to the canoe. Here's our hooks. So that's gonna hook onto the strap, each end of the strap, and then the rope will go through there. We got 2 of those, one for each end. And here's our rope. Hopefully that'll be long enough. And here is the pulley assembly. Now I think this piece gets screwed up into the ceiling, and then these are bolted together. So I've got my 2x4 right here that I'm going to lag into the joists, and then these will screw right into my 2x4 just like that. It looks like a handful of bolts to hold those brackets together, small lag bolts to screw those brackets into the 2x4, and some. This is what came with it. It doesn't look as nice as the cleat in the picture. I may end up getting something a little nicer than this, but that'll do for now. Got my canoe situated right exactly where it's going to fit, where it's not going to hit anything that might be sticking out of the shelves a little. Now that I have it where I want it, I'm going to mark the center line here. Mark my studs with my stud finder here. Alright, so I just cut an exploratory hole into the ceiling, and even though I'm pretty sure that the joists run front to back in some parts of the garage, I think they're sistered up to some joists that are running this way, and that's why I couldn't find the joist, and there is a joist running right here. So I'm not going to need to do the 2x4, and instead I'm just going to hang the brackets directly onto this joist. single joist that's going this way, and they're about 6 feet apart. The pulley. And I've actually tried this out a couple times trying to get it right. So and trying to get the center of the canoe lined up on my center line and get the strap directly under where the pulley is going to go. Just like that. There's a brake up here, and as long as you're not pulling on the ropes, the brake locks up. So one to release the brake, and you let the other one go. So you just do one at a time. And you can let each end go down a little bit by little bit. But I'm going to pull up.
It looks a little uneven.
Yeah. How's that? A little extra safety. And there you go. So unfortunately, the point of the canoe is pretty close to our door, but it's basically the only spot we could fit it. See that I got my bikes up there with the canoe. It all fits together pretty good. I had to mount this out a little further because that joist was running right there. I did that exploratory hole, which I patched. A lot like I did that exploratory hole, which I patched when I hung the bikes. It took a lot longer just because I had to cut that hole, figure out what was going on with the joist, and finally got it there a little closer than I was hoping. I was hoping to have them about 1.5 feet further out. Actually probably have enough room to park a car in here. Today we put up the RAD Sportz Easy Kayak Hoist, and it worked pretty good. This episode is brought to you by Sammy Autumn's Oktoberfest.